My name is Greg Bacon. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at TAG, the Ahbe Group. From an education standpoint, went to University of Colorado in Boulder here and got an MBA there and started with Travelers on the carrier side of the business and worked in the sales and marketing department for a good 10 years and joined TAG at that point in time. And I've been with TAG now 9 years as the Chief Operating Officer. So interesting to see the dichotomy of the carrier side of the business and now moving over into the independent agency side. And when making the choice of working with a captive agent or an independent agent, the common answer is always choice, and kind of the age-old answer. When you talk about choice, consumers like to have some say in a product, whether it's shoes or bicycles or automobiles. They want a choice, and when they have a choice, they're more engaged and invested in that decision. Also experience. As you look at a lot of the independent carriers now, the consumer experience with those carriers is much more sophisticated in terms of how carriers can communicate with a customer, some of the choices a customer can make in enhancing their policy. Things like that truly have broadened the gap even, or the differentiation between the captive and independent experience. Colorado has warranted some unwanted attention in the last few years, obviously with a lot of the catastrophes that have hit the state in terms of fire, hail, flooding, we've had tornadoes. All of that really takes its toll in terms of indemnity dollars paid. And what that means is rates on the homeowner's side are going to continue to go up as carriers try to find a way to make a profit in the state. When you look at the auto side of the business, the amount of money that are paid on bodily injury claims is a trend that's catching a lot of attention, because with the attorneys involved in the litigious society that Colorado does bear, the cost of settling these claims is really going up. So that's going to continue to drive auto rates higher as well. And I think in the short term, although it's not great news, I would say rates are going to continue to creep up. One key piece of insurance knowledge that I would pass on to a consumer, and if you'd allow me, I'll sneak two in there in my answer. First of all, anytime an insurance person answers that question, they better have the word umbrella policy in the answer. Educating consumers on having an umbrella policy is paramount, especially as I just mentioned, as costs of settling claims are going through the roof. Those underlying limits that we all have in our policy are becoming exhausted more quickly. That means the umbrella is more and more important. The second answer I'll sneak in there is the cyber issue. And you can't even open a paper now or turn on the TV without seeing some type of a report of a business being hacked or someone's identity being stolen. And what that means is you look at your personal policy, make sure you have some type of ID fraud coverage, ID theft coverage. And if you're a business owner, make sure you have cyber liability coverage. 78% of small to mid-sized organizations have had a cyber hack attack in the last 2 years. I mean, that's staggering numbers. So as we be prudent business people and individuals, make sure you have that coverage on your policy. I think it's hard to forget the fires of a couple years ago down in Colorado Springs. And we had a couple insureds unfortunately lose their house, but they didn't just lose their house, they lost everything. Everything to their name, papers, automobiles, pets, everything. And you know, standing by them during those experiences of rebuilding, where they're going to rebuild, how they're going to rebuild, how does an insurance company even walk you through this process, are all very daunting experiences for a consumer. And as you said, a humanizing experience. Watching people go through that is just very humbling, and thank goodness for insurance at times like that. Yeah, so if you have any questions that you'd love to ask an insurance professional, you can ask us at info@tagins.net or check out our website at www.tagins.net, or please give us a call. We'd be happy to talk with you at 303-799-8112.